most twisted things I've seen in a while, especially from the trailers. And I played the demo for it. It's only like one chapter, but it still paints a very interesting picture. We're supposed to end her. From what we're told, the fate of the world is riding on this. She has to go. But why? But then again, I don't think we're supposed to know, are we? The hero and the princess.
Also, Mephi, not to step on your toes, but it said pristine cut, not porcelain.
And at the end of that
I
path
messed up.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So do we talk over him, or does he talk over us?
He kind of talks over us, but it's important. So.
He doesn't like us. This disembodied voice doesn't like us. I've had a tendency.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I swear, I hate disembodied voices.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
I don't care, narrator.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
That's bullshit.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Nah, man, fuck you, bro.
Are you a monarchist?
This is kind of bad.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Oh my god, dog! I get it. You
kind of spit.
Nah, he just hates the monarchy. You're a fucking bitch, okay?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Are you gonna die, narrator? Or are you just gonna be my fucking head? Nah.
Because I'll tell you, I'm sold.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I don't
You'll
trust
find
this
the
guy.
princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Okay, give me your warning.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I mean,
don't believe a word she says.
Sorry.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Alright.
Wait, where's the hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, when did they show up?
We're the hero, man. Technically.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
The art style of this game almost reminds me of a
table
bridge.
Is a pristine blade.
Right.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What if I don't want to use the blade? What if I... Nah, man. I'm not taking the blade, bro. Fuck this, man.
Yeah, you should
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
It's a lame blade. It's not. If she's that powerful, what's the use of a tiny knife, man?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Look, I get stabbed all the time.
This is an oppressive place.
It should be a bit bigger dagger.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Hello?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
What if you're part of the manipulation, narrator?
Good.
All right.
You're still listening to reason.
Shut the fuck up, narrator.
You walk down the stairs, and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
Just the
far
one.
wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
She's got a good voice.
You know what?
Then drop the knife.
You're gonna go with the nuh-uh?
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
Drop the
It's
knife.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
See, the hero gets it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Okay, but before you drop the knife, think about it. Why is only one wrist chained to the wall?
No, drop it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh look,
You step
even
forward,
she's saying that we
your
should be
grip on
scared
the
of her.
blade tightening as you steel
He's
your
probably just
resolve.
saying that because everyone that comes down
I'm
here
probably
is
chained
scared
up
of
in
her.
this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
That's
so,
what I'm saying.
you should
it's
just
the smallest
drop
knife,
it.
unless our guy's a knife dog.
Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Ooh, throwing the
She's
knife would be a
unarmed.
good option.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Do not end this. Drop it. Drop the blade.
You're
Hey,
so
look, it's
close.
the game's title.
Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
How about we talk and I hold the knife?
You dropped the knife.
Thoughts?
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh, that's fair.
Not drop
She's
it.
got a good. She brings a good counter argument.
Drop the
The
knife.
pink one's
Yeah.
right. It seems we've reached an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
Do
Or
not
drop the
slay her.
blade. Do something.
Drop the blade. We need to know what information the narrator's not telling us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Drop the
Quick,
blade.
quick, roll a
Drop the
d20.
blade. Drop the blade. Drop the blade. Drop
Slay
the
the
blade.
princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds
Oh.
your thoughts as you
Yo, look
attempt
at
to
that
run her
stance, though.
through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ow!
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed,
I'm gonna heal
the
and
shock of
start
that
used to
first
it
strike
by
is
now.
enough to stagger you, putting you and the
It does
princess
hurt,
on
though. I
somewhat
would say
equal
that.
footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Jesus.
Hey, get some good.
We can still
hits
turn
in,
this
though.
around.
Hero, I don't think we can. She's been stabbed in the leg. There's no like. There's no.
You and
There's
the
no like.
princess stare at each
backing
other,
down from that.
both gasping for breath, equally exhausted.
She's gonna
You
guess.
probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
I
Excuse
do
me?
like how the cursor changes
love
depending
how
on the
he's like-
scenario.
I love how he's like,
Yeah.
hey, run it by me again.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
On the
Can you not
ground,
feel
I
all
agree.
those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess
on
doesn't
the
do our friend in
fucking
herself,
ground.
internal bleeding is
Jackass.
certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Quit staring at me with them big ol' eyes.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Huh?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Not particularly.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The fuck?
Not again.
This has a tendency. Chapter 2? What the fuck do you mean chapter 2?
The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods.
Wait a minute.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to
What's wrong,
slay
Mephi?
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Didn't we just...
It hasn't.
No,
Or
we
if
just
it has,
started this
I
episode.
certainly
What are you
haven't
talking
been a
about?
part of it. We've
Yeah,
just
man.
met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Huh?
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Wait, who the hell are you?
Oh, it's clearly the voice of the stopper.
That's the spirit.
You know.
There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Oh my god, this bitch.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
I mean, he brings up a good point.
No. If I died
And I believe your
once,
other
why the fuck
question
am I
was
gonna
something
go
along the
again,
lines of,
bro?
oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Yeah, I died, jackass.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
You're just telling me I came back from the dead, dog. I don't want to go back.
Enough
and
with
die
the
again.
talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Okay.
I don't trust this motherfucker.
All right, let's go back to the cabin. Let's go towards the cabin.
Wait, what did you just say?
A warning
I don't trust this motherfucker.
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I've heard.
Don't
Viva
believe
la
a word
raza.
she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
That is completely wrong in every single way. Of course somebody can lie and cheat while they're in the middle of a fight, especially in the middle of a fight. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Are you sure about that? The
Thank
point
you,
of my
Hero.
warning wasn't to start
When
an
did you get here?
argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in.
I think
It was to
we're
give
generally going
you some
insane right now.
broadly applicable advice.
What are you talking about?
The princess will do and say whatever she
why the
thinks it
fuck
will
are we
take to
hearing
get her
multiple
out of
voices?
there.
I'm telling
So
you, we're going
don't
insane.
trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on
Because
with it
there's different
already.
people talking, Faceless. Why else would we be hearing multiple voices?
But there's only.
I'm in. Some bullshit. Why the fuck it feels like they're in my head talking to me?
The cabin is
Whoa.
tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards
Finally
your
an upgrade to a
destination.
cabin. God damn.
The only furniture of
Now
note
this is a
is a
good
black
sized
iron
cabin.
altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
No, there's a mirror over here. Too.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, Mephi, you should pick up the blade.
No. Approach the mirror.
This is different.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Huh?
There's
Explore the mirror.
definitely a mirror.
But there's a mirror.
See,
with
the
you.
hero gets it.
There isn't.
Well, he did miss the planks of woods on the floor, so...
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
No, go to the mirror.
As
Care
do
about being
I.
lied to.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I mean, he's got a point. Why would he lie about something like that?
This whole cabin is
approach the
different.
mirror.
Very different.
We gotta know about it.
This whole cabin is different from last time. Hold on.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So
Yeah, I
focus
mean, clearly that
up.
was a different cabin
The
you
world
may or
is
may not have
depending
gone
on
to
you.
in the past.
No, explore the mirror.
Hold on, I gotta check something.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't
Yeah,
funny.
if there was a mirror, your reflection would be shown, and there's clearly no reflection.
Now what the mirror?
You
What the
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was actually a...
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Shut the fuck up, Stubborn. Likes your ass.
See, I don't know
You
why
take
you
the
guys
blade
clicked
from
on the wall in
altar.
the first
It
place.
would be difficult
but
to slay the princess and save the
At least
world
you have the blade
without a
now.
weapon.
Don't fucking gaslight me.
I'm not gaslighting anybody. I'm just listening to the narrative of the game.
You just like the
The
narrator.
door to
Shut
the
up.
basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase. Its walls
No, I'm just
pressing at your
following the
sides
game's
and
story,
tightening as you
Faceless.
descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the
Apotos
princess
stinks,
lives
man.
here,
God
slaying
damn it.
her would probably be doing her a favor.
I
Her
don't think
fierce
the
voice
princess
carries
lives
up
here,
the
dog.
stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally.
Ooh.
It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she
All right,
sounded
how
like
you
last
doing?
time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Dude, do me a favor and
Oh.
shut the full fuck up.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Good point.
Fuck you.
As you descend the final
Oh.
step,
Oh.
the form of the princess comes into view.
Hello.
A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks
Oh, no,
like she could
she's
rip those
Tiefling.
chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
so
you again.
why is only
I've been
one
hoping
wrist
you'd find your
chained
way
up?
back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Huh? Wait, whoa.
See?
Whoa.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to
Oh
have
my.
fun breaking you into little pieces.
Uh-oh.
Now,
So I
hold
hope you
on,
heard
Mephi.
that.
Before you do
Let's say
anything,
for a moment.
Hope you heard that.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
That's cat.
Are you okay?
About to, you good, fam?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned,
y'all
the
are trying to
fate of my
gaslight
world
the
is still
narrator into
very
thinking
much
something
on the
happened
line.
before.
Not
So,
all
like,
of us
of course
have
he's
the
not.
luxury of
He's the one that
jumping
told us
over
something
to a
happened
parallel
before.
universe the second we die.
Wait, hold. Run that by me again. What do you mean? Jumping over? You look different.
You look exactly the same.
You mean my hand wasn't all scaly?
So you do remember me?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Hey.
So, why don't we do it again?
Damn.
Whoa.
Hey,
See?
I know
She
a
wants
song
to
that can
fight
relate
us
to that.
again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
You know
Look,
what?
I want to save her too, but...
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
We're gonna die.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Those feathers.
She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
We're gonna help her escape.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
See, I told you she didn't need saving.
Disappointed in us? Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
She does bring up a valid point.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
We're gonna die if we do
Don't
it
let her
again.
get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Man, what
She's
does this
huge,
world
but
get
that
to?
probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Hero, she
Listen
just
to them.
said
She
that's not gonna work.
understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
And then we're gonna die again. We should just give
I
up.
mean, you're clearly not in a living position at the moment, Faceless, so do you just give up?
We had our...
Pick something.
Run. Run.
I mean, you heard her. If you want to win, go for the heart, straight on.
Book it. Book it like Booker T. Washington and just book it, brother. Book it like a library book.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her
I'm telling
arm.
you, they're giving us shitty
Pull it
knives,
out.
man.
We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Unlaunch the blade. You gotta unlaunch the blade. It's not gonna fucking... even if we keep pushing, it's probably not gonna pierce through.
Good point.
I mean, it is
You
a
pull back
short
on the blade's
dagger.
hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room.
Okay.
You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully, but you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Oh,
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The
Okay.
princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
Ugh. That's actually very detailed.
Everything goes
Love
dark,
the detail.
and you die.
No thank you on that one.
Ow.
Yeah, no shit, narrator. Of course, fucking die.
The eye of the
Chapter
needle.
3, The Eye of the Needle.
Oh, God.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Shut the fuck up.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
The hunted.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
Can we talk about the fact that apparently I'm recruiting different voices in my head?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
I come back, narrator. I'll be fine.
Clearly.
Are you
Okay,
not
William.
challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
You motherfucker!
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
Oh
Yeah,
my
It doesn't matter. We could go
That's
in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
Huh?
Shut the fuck up, narrator.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
I'm with the
See,
hunted.
thank you.
So let's go to
It
the
isn't
cabin.
long before you find yourself at the
Oh.
end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
Yeah, I want to run away, bro.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know.
Fair.
Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Say.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Look at
See,
the altar.
we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Touch the altar. Touch the mirror. Touch the mirror. We can take the blade
Maybe it'll
after
go
the mirror.
away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the
He's
basement.
lying to us. I don't trust him.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Oh, I think I skipped something.
I agree with the freak. No, you got everything.
Okay.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
Oh shit.
You step forward
Oh,
and approach
wow,
the door to
look
the
at that.
basement, hesitating
It wasn't a
before you
mirror
open
after
it.
all. It was just a really
As if you don't
reflective
see it.
door.
You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door... This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing,
That time you
yet
skipped something by
it's
accident.
still there. You
Open
reach
your
forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
And now we have no
Before
knife,
you is what
Mephi.
may as well be a sheer cliff
We'll
face.
be fine. We
There are
died
enough
multiple
footholds that
times.
you'll be
We'll
able to
fine.
clamber your way to the bottom.
Maybe
But it
this
will
time we
require
won't die.
careful effort.
It's because she's always punching us.
The air hissing up from
Well,
below
what if she
is
has a
warm
knife,
and wet, like the
Faceless?
breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
Okay.
If the princess lives here, slaying
it'll
her
be
is probably
fine.
doing her a favor.
It'll be
Do
fine.
you have more fight
What
in you
if-
than
what
last
if-
time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
I may have fucked up.
She sounds familiar there.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Or just wonder why she doesn't leave on her own. Because she clearly can.
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster
point.
chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
Okay, you know what? She brings up a very great point.
She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
She look bigger than you?
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins.
She looks more like a dragon to me.
I'm taller than her. Don't worry.
Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle.
Hey, the chapter.
And we're going to win. We'll need this bloody desire in her eyes.
Ooh.
The princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
Okay.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steelclaw, now.
Aww.
Without missing a step, you grab the blade from the altar.
So you do
Good, you
want
actually
to
were
fight
able
me?
to get it.
Good.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
So it becomes again. Yeah, I know now.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it.
Oh, so you've been thinking about me.
Aww.
That's nice.
Be swift.
Oh my gosh,
Strike
she's
true.
been thinking
Be where
about
she's
us?
not.
That's
Let
crazy.
your body move.
I know, right?
Now hold on. I feel like we could talk to her at this point.
Yeah, talk to her. Let's see.
I mean, you don't have to. I personally just want to. So like,
not talk to
how
her.
you doing?
Not talk to her. She's finally free technically, so talk to her.
Part of me is also pissed that she packed me last time, so...
Oh, so you want the run back?
I really
fair.
do.
You
Bro,
leap from the
she's
grass
gonna
and
attack us
bound
again,
towards the princess,
like we're school
keeping low.
lunch.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
I swear
Her
she
body
sounds
braces
familiar.
for impact, anticipating the clash.
She probably does.
That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch.
Oh, those always suck.
Yes, it could be worse.
And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just
I
might.
don't think we are.
But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Not if you get overconfident.
Yes,
We have to
finally!
be stubborn with us.
This
He's gonna
is
get
the hole I
overconfident.
felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Not
Nothing.
the worst
These
place to be
blows
right
are
now.
nothing to us. But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
What the fuck?
Oh, we got the princess gone now, so...
If you have a chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find her?
We should.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Here it's so
I'm
suddenly,
begging
but
you,
it seems suspicious now.
don't do this. It's
The mirror
different
has
now.
moved.
It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
You approach the mirror.
Now what?
You gently open the door.
Fucking hate your ass.
Sounds of you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you.
A monster.
You are all alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here.
What? Man.
You are at the cabin.
Right? We're approaching her.
There she is.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Aw.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't even fucking know at this point.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do we know each other?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. Everything
until we meet again. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. God damn it!
Tony, we die again, man.
What the fuck? Forgive me. After I did all the editing, I thought I'd just come and relax. Didn't realize I kind of drifted. But if you're new here, why don't you subscribe? I have a lot of new content coming down the road. But if you've been here before, here's a random playlist of something I've done and the most recent thing I've done here too. Take care.